Hello, what's going on? Shut the fuck up, let me tell you. First off, I cleared out everything on Korriban. I fixed the robot in one of the tombs with T3 of course. I brought Mission out to pick up mines from the tomb of Tulak Horde in the end, but one of the mines disappeared and I don't remember triggering it. I tried to go over Ajunta Paul's tomb, but it ended up being locked after doing the final, getting the star map, really. So I don't, and it's not that I don't know what's in there, because I had a save, so I went back and checked if there's anything that I could have missed out on, and there wasn't, so there's that. So the Korriban is wiped. Now we've got an important thing to happen, to cause, right? We're pushing the plot forwards, so that will need doing. But then I've got a little bit of a surprise for you that I might have mentioned at the very beginning. I don't know if you can still remember that, but I do, and I'm still excited. Hopefully it's not broken and it will work. I also went over the equipment of my party and I re-equipped some shit to some people, so improvements on that. For instance, Zalbar has a new fancy swords like this one that looks like a straight sword, like a long sword. That's double-edged as opposed to the saber that he's holding in the other hand. So we've got that. Also, I've heard there's this TikTok ethot who got high or drunk or both, and she had a friend over and they were watching Netflix or something, and she noticed a character has a gun, and she says, "I've got a gun like that," and she went to get it and they started playing with it. And her friend said, "Shoot me with it." So she did. And there was a round in the chamber. And then her excuse was, "I thought my boyfriend took all the ammo with him. And the gun was supposed to be empty." Now, obviously, this is a shit excuse since in USA, guns are prevalent. And with that, knowledge about them should be prevalent. Like, always treat the gun like it's loaded. And even if it's loaded, well, even if you think it's not loaded, treat it like it's loaded, and then just fucking check if there is a round in the chamber instead of assuming someone took away all the ammo. Because then there's a lethal fucking victim of that, right? Mortal? Lethal. There's been a death. So her trial is due in October. Hopefully she'll get convicted of causing death, but not purposefully. I don't remember the phrase for that, the legal term, one way or another. Now, there's, for like a week now, only recently I've learned, Johnny Depp's trial is going on, and it's not like he's accused of anything. He has his defamation case against Amber Heard, so everyone's rooting for Johnny. Hopefully Johnny wins, and that will be nice, right? Two birds with one stone. Men's rights and destroying somebody else's career, like saving the innocent and also rubbing it into Amber Heard's face. So there's that. Now, is there anything else? Ah yes, and I did a little bit of a change in my setup, bringing the microphone closer to my face. I don't know if that will change much. At least I don't have to hunch over now anymore, not that much at least. So I had to lower some volume so that the audio isn't peaking out. But then from now, we could come back and return the quest about Terran Tatek on Dantooine, but that won't really happen. You'll see soon enough why. Next thing we've got to visit is Manan, the only thing, the last one, and we still need to find some time to visit Yavin, because that's an option on PC, so it would be a pity to miss out on that. Very well then, so with that, I think we're just gonna fly. Oh yeah, also, and I didn't disable a few things again, so there will be stutter, but hopefully also the Bing videos will be recorded. And the last thing is that Elon Musk bought Twitter. Now, I don't think he bought it because he wants to implement some changes to improve it, like make it less bannable or make some offenses less bannable. Like you right, more freedom of speech, less pansy-assness. But I think he just spent money so he can earn more money. I don't think he's gonna change anything. I think everything's gonna stay the same, but he'll be earning money out of that.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor.
Yeah, Garth, just kick back, put your feet up. Don't worry about it, stop pressing buttons, there's nothing you can do.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship.
Well, thanks for the explanation, Garth.
My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Right, so our option is don't do anything you'll regret, Garth. Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment, Garth. This is your chance to avenge the deaths of your family, Garth. Now, this situation, this tells us why Garth is being so fucking passive-aggressive and also not only craving our attention but also not wanting it because he's not trusting anyone. He's been betrayed by his mentor, so he's not trusting anyone. He doesn't want to talk about it, really, literally. And then you're either forced to or you're forcing him to, and he wants to but he doesn't want to. So that's the conflict we've got. Fortunately, eventually we learn about it anyway here in this obligatory cutscene. Now, don't do anything you'll regret, Garth. Obviously, right? But then again, that's an option for Garth, and we don't really care if he would regret having revenge. But who would? People say that's not worth it, but they say that because they never had a good revenge. Second is pretty smart. Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment, Garth, which is good because, you know, having a revenge is a dish best served cold. You have to be cold and calculating. You can't just rush in and try to shoot Saul Kareth running across or running through the entire ship. And having every marine or a soldier stationed on board have a opportunity attack on you, really, talking in these terms. Right, so, you need to think about that. You have your opportunity now, but you have to be smart about it. And the third is that you have your opportunity and you should take it. So, we can push him towards that or be cautious, or at least advise cautious when it comes to revenge best served cold. So which one we gonna go with? Maybe two. We'll complain. I don't know. We're not gonna. I'm sorry. I think Garth knows this is his option. This is his chance for revenge. But we're gonna tell him to keep it cool and be smart about it, I guess. So we can patronize him. That'll be a good word for that.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
She says that's not the time to talk about it. We're not even something or another. See, the problem is this is exactly the time. The earlier you talk about it, the better. The earlier you decide what you're gonna do when it comes to your party being captured, the better, because you'll have the groundwork laid down already, so you won't have to go over these details and waste time if you're in a time-sensitive situation, like now when we're being pulled in to the Leviathan with the tractor beam, and they'll be here at any moment, so we would have that covered already. We're not even in the situation where we're caught. That's exactly the time to talk about what we're gonna do when we're caught. Bastla. Right. And the best opportunity and shit. Yeah, that's right and that's cool. So the situation is, our dialogue options are, don't worry, I can get away from Admiral Kareth's guards. That's true, even though we still don't have Force Storm, which requires 18th level. But we do have Insanity, and that's a powerful crowd control spell, force power. So we could do a lot of things with that. And we've got drains as well, so we would be good. But unfortunately, you know, we're getting captures. You're not gonna get much mileage of your abilities here. You're just scripted to lose. Bastila, is there some way you could use your battle meditation here? This is good as well, because again, it's patronizing, and also we've been told so much about her and her ability. We would expect it to get some use when we're still alive and looking as well. And I think that's what I'm gonna go with, but let's see the rest. Karth knows Soul the best. He can get us out of this. Right. Obviously, Karth also said, let's see, Admiral Karth will be watching the three of us very closely. One of the others is gonna have to save us. This is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Karth already said that Soul will not underestimate us, and it will keep close watch on our three of us, the main characters, really. Right. So this is the correct answer, but I'm gonna try to imply, you know, roleplay just a little bit. Bastila, why are you so fucking useless? Why didn't you predict that? Use your battle meditation now, and fast.
The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving
Karth said that already.
Path to succeed.
The plan is now. He's not watching. Do it.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
And here it is. This is a pretty cool section, because you can select one of your party members to try to rescue you. And considering whatever you are, you could be a soldier, a scoundrel, a rogue, or a mix, really. And then a wizard and a warrior, but a Jedi, and also the mix between both. The Sentinel, I think? Yeah, Sentinel. You're not gonna be in here, so definitely your skills are not gonna be involved. Talking about actual skills as in the points, ranks in certain things you can interact with the world without fighting. And your combat prowess, depending on which one you chose. You can have a go at a different playstyle if you haven't picked someone, or you like someone actually. So the options is mission can do it, no prison can hold her, because she's a rogue, she can open locks and shit. And also she can go invisible then, sneak through the guards and land critical shots, well, sneak attacks actually, sneak attacks on the enemy, and win that way. But that's kind of slow. Very meticulous and takes patience, so maybe I'm not gonna do that. T3M4 is a pretty resourceful little guy. He could pull this off, because he's also a skill monkey, only he won't be sneaking. He's very much like Mission again, only he's not a rogue. He won't be sneaking. He will be pretending to be a droid and just hacking systems, opening doors for everyone. So when it comes to roleplay, a solid solution, but that it's not that unique when it comes to gameplay, I think, compared to Mission. They're both skill monkeys, really. Rogue and a rogue, only, you know, like I said. Maybe Jolie could use the Force to affect their minds. Now, if we had, what's the Cathar's name? Juhani. If we had Juhani, she's a Jedi as well. So that would be applicable to her too, right? Because she's a Jedi, she could use the Force, regardless if we gave her the Force powers or not. As well as Jolie, because he's not a main character, so he hasn't got access to the dialogue options, which would be influenced by Force powers like Mind Crush, Force Persuade, something like that. Mind Trick and Force Persuade, maybe. Those Force powers, right, for the dialogues. So there's that, but we don't have Juhani, and she's just a warrior, so I don't know what's her special ability. I don't remember that. What would be a special ability here, if any, because we'll get to it soon enough. Candace, is there some way we could exploit your healing ability? You know, the ability of regaining like 2 hit points per second or per 6 seconds, and you carrying a gun? Karth, can you just tank a bunch of hits and get us out of here? Right? That's your special ability. Though it will be explained. I'll explain it to you. The idea for Candace is that we will fake some grave wounds and slow down his regeneration with some stims or shit. So he would look dead, he'll be put in a morgue, and then he'll regenerate, heal up, and then he'll just play a warrior around. So again, the gameplay is not that special, but maybe the build-up for it, the roleplay is pretty cool. It's alright. Maybe Jelly could use the Force Affect demands. Yeah, he would be put in a cell like everyone, but he'll just mind trick a soldier to give him his keycard or open the gate, one thing or another, and then he'll just be a wizard and cast a bunch of force powers. You know, then you'll be able to have gameplay with the Jedi mage, in case you were a warrior or a scoundrel and don't have access to this many force powers. So that's an option for you. That would be an exciting gameplay for you if you didn't bring him out for the rest of the game. A droid would have the best chance HK-47 could come and rescue us. Now, the idea behind HK-47 is that he's an assassin droid posing as a protocol droid. So he could pretend that he's not a combatant, so they would put him away and try to use him as a utility bot. Unfortunately, that's not the whole idea. Unfortunately, the whole idea behind HK here, in this special situation, is that he'll just make a backup save of his system image of his system, right? Like a virtual machine. Put it on a separate chip. They will bring him in, wipe the chips, turn him off, try to break him, then he'll restart himself because of his protocols, assassin protocols, to allow him to come back or continue the mission, and you'll just play him some more. So that doesn't take advantage of the fact that he poses as protocol droid and always has. So that's kind of shit when it comes to the roleplay, actually. But the gameplay again is just you're gonna be shooting dudes. So that's that. Juhani, like I said, I don't know what she would do, but listen what happens when I choose Wookiee. You know, the big burly guy with 2 swords in his hands that could rip people's arms off and is also tough and resilient.
Is that wise? We need someone inconspicuous for this task, and Wookiees tend to draw a lot of attention, especially from arresting troops. Maybe you should go with someone else.
Why not use him as distraction? Also, again, as usual, you need to pick one, that's what you're gonna be playing with. No! Pick all! Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. If one plan fails, we can rely on everything else to free everyone and regroup. And then we all, in 9 people strong, gonna just steamroll over all the soldiers on deck and run away. Because if we're pretty unstoppable when there's 3 of us, we'll be pretty unstoppable, almost completely unstoppable when there's 9 of us all at once. So the headcanon is that we're gonna do all of it. Now I'm gonna give you also a chance. Right here I've got a save, so I can just go over everyone. And I could show you the gameplay for every character here, almost, you know. Like I said, Juhani is not available for us. So if you want that, leave a comment. Leave a comment for the character you want to see as opposed to everyone else. Because right now I'm gonna pick HK because he's fun, in a sense that I like his character. I fixed him after all, so that work shouldn't go to waste. Again, if you don't have him available, it's pretty much the same as Canderous, only one is droid. It's Mission and T3 is like the same, and Canderous and HK in this case is like the same. So, in case you don't have the droid, you can rely on Canderous. So yeah, HK is the guy we're gonna go with. And if you want to see any other gameplay, let me know. If you want to see all other gameplays, let me know. And I'll just might fucking play that for you. You'll have plenty enough time to let me know. So you better not procrastinate too much. A droid would have the best chance. HK-47 could come and rescue us.
Statement. My construction includes a reserve memory chip and backup power supply that automatically kicks in if I have been shut down too long. Deactivate my main circuits and wipe my memory chip. The Sith will take me to the junk heap, and I can come rescue the rest of you after I reactivate.
And you can, of course, at any point put any of the plans in question that will give you an out to just select someone else. Because what if you fail? Well, you know, but what if I win? Right, so that's the options. What if the Sith disassemble you before your reserve power supply kicks in? Well, then we're fucked. That's why we shouldn't put all the eggs in one basket. Or, okay, we'll shut down HK and hope this plan works. So, the one will, like I said, just give you an option to back out, but then again we can just... but from there we'll be able to just continue. So let's go over the extra one. What if the Sith disassemble you before your reserve power supply kicks in?
Answer. That is possible. My reserve power supply is a prototype yet to be tested, yet I can attempt this task, if you wish.
I wish. So, yeah, it already backs you out, so... oh yeah, here it is. Okay, we'll give it a try.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
There's the docking bridge.